I feel like last summer was when run clubs really popped off, and I just saw so many popping up everywhere. After going to a couple, I liked them, but just didn't really feel like it was my vibe. I wanted to create my own environment.
Meet Gabby, founder of Sucia Run Club in San Antonio, Texas. She's redefining the run scene by building a powerful community and using her platform to shed light on real-life struggles and support others through tough times.
I realized how many people would support me, whether it's just virtually online through TikTok or through the run club as well. Like, I met so many people that I never thought I would have met. I never thought I'd be friends with. I've never thought I'd connect with on a more personal level if it wasn't for the run club.
Hey, the show must go on, man. At the end of the day, you know, we still got to put as much effort into marketing, even though aunque no ponemos las ganas, if we put a little bit of sacrifice here and there once in a while, it'll pay off in the end.
Right?
You know?
So what made you want to get started into this? Like
The podcast or
yeah,
social media?
podcast, or like what were you doing beforehand and you were like, all right, I'm going to start this?
Well, pretty much I started as just like a regular photographer, you know, just doing portraits and stuff. And then I got my drone license after that. It was kind of like a build-up over time, you know?
I didn't even know you had to have your license.
Yes, like these little things right here, you have to get a license if you want to start like promoting it or using it for professional work, you know?
Good.
Because you gotta get to know the rules and laws, because you know the airspace or whatever, it's a whole different ball game there too. It's like driving a car; they have rules too. So I started from there, and then after that, it slowly became like, all right, I'm getting kind of good at this. People start seeing my work, and then eventually, Brian, the dog co, he hired me on a contract with Proffarm, and he's like, hey, I needed a videographer. Without even knowing, just kind of slowly went into the marketing game.
Yeah.
And then when I started studying the marketing game, it was kind of like, oh, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is. Yeah.
It's fun, but it's also very difficult because like it's a lot of trial and error, and it's very discouraging at times, you know?
Yeah. I can get that. Yeah.
Because like when you start working on a video or a project, and then you see it doesn't get the results that you want,
Yeah.
kind of like
And then you put the same amount of effort into another video and it's like 100, 200 views. And you're like,
exactly.
what am I doing? Yeah. I get that.
It's like when you don't try, sometimes it works better.
Yeah. 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 Honestly, I don't want to say I do TikTok, but I do TikTok, and it's like,
Worth it.
yeah, but sometimes it's like, I like to think of it as more fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for fun, because when I try and I really put effort into it, like I try to make myself a little content calendar and everything, it's views suck. Like it's not there. But then if I'm just like putting a bullshit ass video, it's fun. Like the pops off, and it's just really like me just being myself.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't really understand at times. Like people who do really well, like in personal branding and stuff, just are being themselves. And
Yeah.
they're not playing a character or anything, because there's a lot of,
Yeah.
because as you know, 99% of
It's bullshit.
it's all bullshit. Yeah. So you kind of like, you can smell it, but you kind of like, people still see it, just like, we'll see what's going on. Because como son chismosos, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing better to do sometimes. It's like, might as well like, oh, whatever.
You're just scrolling.
So Gabby, introduce yourself to the audience and see what you're going on. What's your name? Where you from?
So I'm Gabriela. I like to go by Gabby. I'm the founder of the Sucia Run Club. I'm born and raised San Antonio on the south side. And I decided to start the Sucias because honestly, I got into running last year. So I did the 75 hard challenge. I don't know if you're familiar with it. So that's how I kind of started getting into running, and I started joining other run clubs around San Antonio, because I feel like last summer was when run clubs really popped off, and I just saw so many popping up everywhere. And after going to a couple, I liked them, but just didn't really feel like it was my vibe, especially as a new beginner runner. I just felt like everyone was very advanced, already had their own little groups, their own little cliques.
It's kind of like high school a little bit.
Yeah. And I really just thought I wanted to create my own environment and just have my own vibe. I'm very much, I don't want to say sucia, but I'm very much a sucia. Like, I like the pedo, I like to go out here, I like to party, this and that. So yeah, I just decided to start up. I asked my friends, I was like, should I do it? Should I not? And because I already have TikTok, I was like, okay, I have this platform that I can promote it on. And yeah, the very first run club that we had, it was at Confluence Park, and I had a total of about 70 people come out. And after my very first one, yeah. And after having that, I was like, okay, I can do it. Like, it's possible. I was really scared because I think I don't even remember what time I started it at, but it wasn't until 5 minutes before everyone started showing up. And I was like, oh my God, like, is anyone going to come?
It's crazy how that works. Like the build up to like to that. Let's say the run meet starts at 7, right?
Yeah.
And then no one shows up till 6:45. You're like, oh, that's gonna be it.
That no one shows up till 7, and it was, oh my God, it was so nerve-wracking. But once I did it, I was like, okay, it's fun. Like, I have my own music, nothing but Spanish music, nothing but banda, corrido, like stuff that I like to listen to.
What part of
My parents are from Coahuila.
Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha. I heard a lot of good stuff about that spot.
Yeah, it's very small little pueblo.
Heard there's a lot of toxicos out there.
Oh,
Nah, just fucking it.
maybe. Maybe, not that I know.
Do you go there a lot?
Not as often as I used to. When I was younger, I would always go during like breaks, summer, but not as often. My grandparents passed away, and since then, like, we kind of stopped going as much. But
It's crazy cuando los abuelos se mueren. It kind of goes quick straight easy.
our family's all pretty close, but
Mm.
everyone's already over here. We all live really close by each other over here, so it's like, okay, you know, like if they're not there anymore, it's like, what do we?
It's more for just for vacation and stuff. Like go try a different city or do something else, you know?
I really only go to visit. I only have one uncle that's over there now, so I only go to visit him every once in a while.
Okay, I got you.
Where are your parents from?
Mi papá's de Veracruz and my mom's de Nuevo Laredo.
So deep down there, and then up.
Right here.
Yeah.
We got I got some family from que son de, te gustan de maíz, tortillas de maíz, and north side,
Yeah.
harina, all the way, you know? So I got the best of both worlds, you know? So I got the rancho life and the somewhat city life. Nah, I don't see Laredo's not really city life. It's kind of like
Up
Just-
and coming.
it's I don't even know about that, but it's just there, you know. It's kind of like
Yeah.
not
Like,
really much to
well,
do.
it's a border town, no? Like,
Oh, yeah.
there, yeah.
So there's not really much to do there, to be honest with you. It was kind of like just like when we go visit as kids, it was kind of like go to the park,
Yeah.
they made shop a little bit because you need to buy some cheap stuff, and that was it, you know.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the main thing. Sometimes we go to Mexico with family, right? Just
Yeah.
chill
Yep.
some time, you know, at the end of the day. But I gotta ask you something. Whenever you started Sucia Run Club, was it just your idea, or kind of like slowly but surely your friends and you were just kept on mentioning it once in a while and just slowly?
So I had come up with the idea, but then I started asking my best friends, and I was like, should I do it? Should I not? I'm thinking about doing it. And they're like, yes, we'll help you. What do you need? I got you. Okay, we can do this. We can do that. What are you thinking about?
Mm.
And yeah, after that, we just kind of decided, like, it was so hard for me to come up with a name because I wanted to do something dumb. Like, I don't know, like something catchy, like something that would
That's
be like,
serious, right?
yeah, not serious, because I didn't want, how do I say it? I didn't want to necessarily brand it to something. And I just wanted it to be fun. Like, and I don't know, when I think of Sucias, I think of San Antonio. Like, that's such a San Antonio thing. Yes, the Sucia.
Yeah.
Everyone's a Sucia and a Sucio here. Like, yeah, so I came up with the name. They were on board with it. They were willing to help me out with anything, and I picked a time, place, and I was like, okay, let's do it. Once we put the flyer up, everyone started like posting about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. But yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but once I started doing it, and I was like, okay, I can do it. I just kept going with it, and I did put a pause for it for a while during the winter break. Just because my school schedule and everything, because I'm still in school. I'm going for marketing, actually. But it just came to be a lot, and I was like, okay, if I can't put my best effort towards the run club, I'd rather just put a pause on it, take a break, and then not a lot of people were going as much because of the winter.
Yes.
So yeah.
It's pretty.
So I just decided to put a pause on it, and I was like, okay, once it started getting warmer, we got back into it.
It's crazy how much of a difference your life can turn if you have that right support, the friends or family around you.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure, for sure.
compared for like you've been doing this for almost a year, right? Almost, you said. Or
Coming up almost a year in October.
over a year, almost a year has come by, and you see how much influence and people have gathered together into this group that you and your friends talked about as a vision,
Yeah.
and then eventually turned into reality.
Yeah.
Kind of like, wow.
And I didn't realize how many people would support me, whether it's just virtually online through TikTok or through the run club as well, like I met so many people that I never thought I would have met. I never thought I'd be friends with. I've never thought I'd connect with on a more personal level if it wasn't for the run club. And almost every time I have a run, someone always comes up to me and they're like, I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. I love coming here. I love when I hear this is my first run club I've ever been to. I love the environment. Thank you for putting this on. I'm a new runner, but I want to keep coming back. When are you going to do it again? Where are you going to do it again? Like I love hearing that because it's just like, okay, I'm doing something right. Like I'm actually building a community, and that's what I wanted to do. That was the intention behind this.
It's like in today's society, it's lonely out here now.
Yeah.
People don't really have that connection at times, you know?
For sure. Everything's all it's bullshit online. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's fake. It's very much fake. But having the run club, it really showed that there's a community out there and there's people willing to support other people. And another reason I started the run club was I wanted to be able to give back to the community.
Hmm.
And I feel like I've done that in different ways. I've done like food drives. We've done drives to donate to the homeless shelter. We've raised or we got donations for the Kerrville floods that are happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I never realized how much community could come together before having the run club. But people show up. Like you wouldn't think so, but people really do.
It's like a little spark and start a whole wildfire that's just like that.
Yeah.
Probably not a best example to say, but yeah, it's one little match can start a big thing.
Especially with everything that's going on, like with immigration right now and all the ICE raids.
So I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that y'all been doing that for about these past couple months already, right?
Yeah, we had one walk, pretty much just to kind of, it wasn't necessarily a protest. It was just to kind of raise awareness and be proud of our heritage, like be proud of where we come from.
Did you go to that? There was a protest. Was it
I
for
was
the
in,
4th of July? Was it 4th of July or was it?
it was around that time, but I was in
It
California.
was Memorial Day, I think, something like that. I don't know,
Yeah.
but you didn't go or anything.
I was in California when that was happening, yeah. Or was I?
I
No,
don't know.
I was in South Korea, actually. I wasn't in
You
California.
were in South Korea.
I studied abroad in South Korea. Yeah, I've been everywhere this summer. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. But yeah, I studied abroad from May up until June 19th, 20th.
How was that experience?
So much fun. I didn't realize they love Mexicans. I didn't think that they would, but they love Mexicans. And it was crazy to see that on the news over there, they were talking about the protests.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they were talking about they were showing the protests that were going on, specifically like more in California. They were talking about everything. Obviously I didn't understand what they were saying, but they were showing it on the news. They were showing pictures of Trump, and I was just like, wow, like that says something.
It's crazy how, like, you know how there's people around the world, but we're actually more closer than we think. You know,
Yeah.
once we start seeing, like, when you go abroad and stuff. Clearly, when I went to Spain, I will see a lot of like Western United States topics or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm like, oh, like this is like global. It's crazy how
Yeah.
fast or whatever it is that they're talking about. It's people know about it already.
Especially when it comes to Trump. I come to a consensus that there's a lot of people that dislike him and don't like him worldwide, globally, and it's crazy to see. But being in South Korea was amazing. That was my first time. I mean, I've been to Mexico, but that's where my
Yeah.
family's from, you know? But to be somewhere like that and actually live there, like really dive into their culture, it was amazing. It was beautiful.
The food, how was that?
It was good. It was good, but I will say I got tired of it after like the first week. Just from like, it was where I stayed at, it was nothing but Korean barbecue. And I had never tried Korean barbecue before going there. But after like the first 2, 3 times that I did, I was like, okay, like I want a taco. I want McDonald's. And we actually found a Mexican restaurant there, like 5 minutes within walking distance.
Do you remember the name of it?
Las Carnitas.
Las Carnitas.
And I was there probably more than anywhere else. We would always go there for the margaritas, everything. And it was so good. It was actually like really authentic. I walked in, they were playing Charlino Sanchez. I was like, oh, this is my spot. Yeah. No, literally that same song. No, I'm so serious. That same song.
Gosh, dude, that's crazy. So I saw this thing that you're that's going on right now too. It's called El Verano Sin Ice.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So because of the walk that we did beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
I had someone reach out to me, Manny, the one that's helping me put it on, Coach Manny. He actually showed up to that run and he texted me. I wasn't there at that run. I was sick, but
Was that the one that's on June 25th? That was by the girl?
yes, social spot.
I think so.
Yeah, where it was spread awareness with everything that's going on.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah. Um he reached out to me saying that he is a part of an organization called Nuevos Vecinos,
Mhm.
and they pretty much the funds that they use and the money that they get, they help immigrant families with legal aid, housing, pretty much just trying to help them be stable here. Um and he reached out to me saying that he would love to do some type of fundraiser, some type of workout, because he's a personal trainer, fitness coach. He said, I'd love to do a workout. Maybe it's like a donation based workout. People can
Right.
just come. We'll do a quick workout, and that way all that money that we raise will go to Nuevo Vecinos. And I was completely on board with it. It was just kind of planning and executing it all. So we just had to secure a location and just make sure that that location was able to handle with what we needed, which is just a lot of space. But with Social Spot, yeah, they agreed to it. They were on board with it. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for the turnout. I hope it's good.
When is that gonna happen?
This upcoming Tuesday.
Tuesday already.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's gonna be something else.
I know. I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous because my only thing is I've never asked people for money. I've always like all the donations that we've done, it's always like bring what you can. If you can bring like food, dog food, clothes, whatever I ask for. But it's never been monetary.
It's kind of weird too because like, well, not weird, but like it's a kind of like a fragile topic at times, and it's some people don't really like to put themselves out there as much as
Yeah.
possible.
And I've seen some people because I've seen run clubs where they ask for monetary donations, whether it goes back to the run club or it goes back to something else. But some people, I've seen comments where they're just like, why are we paying to run in a public space or whatever, which understandable. Like
Mhm.
I agree. But I think like we're raising money for something, for a cause. All the money that we do raise is going completely to that cause. There's going to be, I believe, two representatives there, Coach Manny himself, and then another representative. Um, so I hope that people can see that it's not just because we're trying to take the money, like it's all going to that cause.
Yeah, people have this bad taste of like, donation charity spots and stuff.
Yeah.
And most of the time, all that money that people donate, on like maybe like 90 or 80% of it gets gets used by that foundation, and like 5 or 10% gets used for the actual cause.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy, man. But like, has any type of lawyers or immigration lawyers or whatever has come to y'all and say like, hey, we like to help y'all push this, you know, this type of topic so people could be more informed at the end of the day?
So I had someone reach out to me on TikTok when I had posted about the first run that I did. And I don't remember the name. I don't ever think she gave me the name, but she said she worked for a lawyer. I believe she was a paralegal, if I'm not mistaken. And the lawyer was willing to come out and speak at the run,
Right.
but it didn't end up happening. I can't remember why. I want to say the lawyer ended up like going on vacation or something. But she said she still came and she handed out resources that were from the immigration office. And then I also had someone else that worked I can't remember the organization again, but she was also familiar with working with immigrants, and she was able to also provide resources. So at that run, we had Coach Manny speak. I had my friend speak out about it. And then we also just had a lot of resources to provide.
I always have this bad taste in my mouth about people who work in that field of immigration stuff. I feel like they don't put enough effort to share the information that they know for people to like, for example, like if your husband or wife or your whatever happens gets deported, what's the first step?
Yeah.
Most people don't even know what's going on. Like,
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
who do I call? Do I call
Yeah.
cops? No, obviously. Who do I call a lawyer? But sometimes lawyers have their own thing going on. Their
Yeah.
cases and stuff like that. So I feel like in that type of subject and field, I feel they can do a lot better job.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Yeah. And I agree because it's very unless you know that field and you're in it, you don't know what to do. Like, yeah, you can look stuff up on YouTube, but once until you're in that situation, you really don't know. But I think that was a great way for at least for them to give out resources. Although I wish and I hope that one day, if I do another run like this, that there's an actual lawyer or a representative that can come out and give their own professional opinion on whether what's happening or like what they should do if they were ever in that situation.
Exactly, because I was also people, a lot of lawyers, I don't know what it is too, they're not really good in talking in front of people at times or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. Well,
It's
that's
only
might
because
be,
it's for money.
it's money, money talks, man, for
Yeah.
sure. They make bank, but I don't know, man. I feel like that's a subject where people need to focus on more, in the lawyer industry.
Mhm.
But hey, everyone has their own what's it called, motives in life at
Yeah.
times.
But there are some people that are really for the people, and they're always, at least I see on TikTok, they're always giving out their information. They're always doing this and that. But I mean, they're also probably getting paid for it too through TikTok.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But
But I mean, it's there.
it's there. It's there. But the main thing about this run club is it doesn't feel like a run club. It kind of feels like a more of a Latino community run club slash we help as much as we can type of vibe. Whatever type
Yeah.
of information, whatever's going on in the world, we're here to support y'all. We're here to like gather together and just talk
Yeah,
about it.
sure.
It's kind of like a therapy thing kind of thing too, right?
Yeah, and I feel like it's helped me grow a lot as a person.
Hmm.
It's helped me. I've always been very extroverted, but it's helped me in different ways especially when it comes to like public speaking. Last year, I don't think I'd ever be able to do something like this, and that's not that. Like I do TikTok, but it's different because it's like I'm just by myself. I'm just being myself, whatever, willy nilly. And I mean, right now I'm being myself, but I don't know. It's just different. And like having the Run Club, it's helped me a lot with public speaking. It's helped me a lot with marketing myself. Putting my foot out there to just go up and talk to people. That's the one thing about the Run Club. Like when I would go to run clubs, I didn't like that I would show up, and unless I made the effort to talk to someone, most of the time no one would really come up and talk to me, or no one would.
Why do you think that's like a lot of people are just really shy not to talk to people instead of be like, hey, how's it going? It's your first time here,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I think because some of the run clubs were already kind of established, everyone was already in their own groups, in their own cliques.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think that's, I don't want to say a high school thing, but just like,
Human nature.
yeah, I guess like if you're already with your friends, why would you go out and
Yeah, it's
like,
like it's like if I go to the club and then I try to say, hey, can I buy you a drink? And then like the ladies will just swarm around,
yeah,
like get away.
yeah. And it's like, I don't know. It's just like it'd be different if it were a bunch of solo runners going,
Uh-huh.
because then it's like, okay, you feel like you have to talk to someone or you want to talk to someone and at least make that connection. But if you're going there, you already have a friend, you already know who you're gonna talk to. If
Exactly.
you're with the group, you already know who you're gonna talk to, who you're gonna be with.
Mm-hmm.
But I always made it an effort to go by myself because I wanted to put myself out there. But then I'd get really shy because I wasn't like an experienced runner, and I'm huffing and puffing in the very back, and I'm just like, oh my God. But yeah, I would talk to people here and there, but with my run club, at least I make it an effort to at least go up to every single person. If I see someone I haven't seen them before, hey, is this your first time? Are you new here? Welcome. I always explain the route. If I see that they've been here before, oh my God, girl, you're back. Thanks. Like, thanks for coming. Yeah.
And then after that, after everyone's done with running, what happens afterwards? People stick around, eat some food, chill, hang out, or it's kind of like
It depends because some people usually go like with their own group. So they're sitting, talking within their own group. But again, like myself or my other friends that help me out, we make it an effort to go up to them and be like, hey, did you like the route? Because I also want to hear feedback. Like, um, recently I've been doing it more at establishments like the Lucky Duck, Social Spot. But prior I would have them at parks. And I've noticed that having them at establishments, it's better social wise,
okay.
obviously, because you get to sit down, talk, drink, get some food. At the park, I would have someone sell drinks, but it wasn't the same thing. It was kind of like, okay, we're here at the park. Unless they brought their kid, they'd be playing, at the park with their kid, but it was just like, okay, I'm gonna do my run and go.
Exactly.
But
No.
yeah, it's a give and take because at the parks, it's closer on the south side, and I kind of wanted to stick it closer to the south side. But having it at those establishments, it's really helped me create more of a community, have people really come together and talk amongst each other.
Do you see this run club spreading to like a different city or going different, expand yourself more in different locations in San Antonio, you think? 'Cause remember, hay muchos Hispanos here in, in Texas in general.
I would love for it to expand. I actually have a friend who was talking to me about the idea because she's going to school, I believe somewhere in Dallas, and she brought up the idea of her, kind of expanding it over there. I would love to. What? Like, yeah, of course. Like, again, it's really all about the community. It's really, I hope that she would continue the same thing with like doing what she can to either give back or just kind of create a community on her own. And to be able to expand on that scale, that's amazing. Like, I would have never thought.
Hmm. That'd be a good idea, in my opinion, because like that just brings Latino community together, you know? Because like
Sure.
there's not really much of a Latino community in general in Texas if you think about it, you know? I don't really that I see, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be a good step direction for y'all, in my opinion, just to just break the ice.
Yeah.
Just try it out. And surprisingly, people would drive.
Yeah.
People would drive out there just to mess with the vibe.
Yeah, I've had people drive out. I've had someone that lived all the way by Bernie come all the way to Green Line Park by City Base just to come check out the run, a whole hour drive. And that to me is like, why? And he was just like, I don't know. I just saw it on TikTok and I wanted to come out. And then after he came to one and he kept coming back and because he liked it. And it's like,
So mira, he found love with all the bonita ladies out there, and he was like, "Oh shoot,
but I don't know. Every time I see him, I'm like, dude, what the heck? Like, why
what
are
the hell?"
you, no, for really? For really? Like, why are you here? But oh my gosh, yeah, I love him. I love when he shows up to the run.
My better to do, man. Might as well. Because remember, I don't like after a long day or after whatever it is, people just want to get out the house, man.
Yeah, and some people really do have a schedule of like if they really love running, they go to a run club. I mean, there's damn near a run club every single day now going on. So people have their schedules of like what run clubs they go to. Sometimes like I know there's another run group, downtown run group that's also on Tuesdays.
Hmm.
They're a much bigger one and they're more for like marathon training, I believe. But some people like to switch going to downtown or checking out mine, like it just depends. And I'm never a hater to be like, oh, don't go to them or whatever. Like, no, it's all about what you want to do. It's for
Right.
fun. It's the community.
It's a good thing that there's plenty of run clubs out here because I remember not one run club fits all. You know?
Exactly.
So
And yeah,
you got Dreamers, you got Run Club or Sucias, or what, 5 other people here? I'm not too sure.
yeah, there's so many. There's so many.
By the end of the year, probably next year, probably another 10 more. Who knows?
I'm sure there's close to 100, if not over 100 run clubs in San Antonio. And it's crazy because last year, I think I only knew of like maybe 3, 4.
Those are only like 3, 4 ones that are actually pretty big.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, you don't have to have. I get it.
Yeah.
But what has the Sucia Run Club, has it impacted any of the Latino community in San Antonio? You think? You think has it impacted a little bit, or is it feel like it's slowly getting to that phase of?
I think so. I think maybe not the Latino community as a whole yet, but getting to there because there's definitely people that have come and it's like, oh my gosh, I, like I said, this was my first time coming to a run club. I love it. I didn't think, even if they just walked the whole thing, I really enjoyed the community. I really enjoyed talking to everyone. Thank you for having this. And then they come again next week. They bring another friend. And the next week, 2 other people. And it's a whole group now that comes. And it's just seeing that and seeing them continue to come and continue to enjoy it. I love it. If it hasn't made an impact on them, it's definitely made an impact on me.
As you said, you learned a lot so far.
Yeah.
What is the main thing that you learned so far? Is it human behavior? Is it the stories that they tell you about, like life lessons that they learned that impacted your life as well? Like any stories you feel like?
Stories. One thing that I've learned is that we all come from different backgrounds. Whether you think you can look at someone and think you know the person, or you can come up with the story behind that person, but once you really get to know them and you get to talk to them, like I said, I never thought I would make connections or be friends with people that I'm friends with now, but if it wasn't for the run club, but actually being able to talk to them, getting to talk to them every Tuesday, or whether they've just come once and I ended up spending the whole hour talking to them. It's it's crazy how much you think you know about someone until you actually talk to them and it's like, "Oh shit." Like, wow. I don't like this past week someone had told me that this was his first run club coming back from a surgery. I think he had spine surgery.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like, wow, like he had just been cleared from it. And I was like, oh my God, I would have never known. Like,
La salud. It's crazy how como la salud is the most important thing at times. You know, sometimes we always we stress about work, we stress about sometimes our image, sometimes you or whatever it is. But when stuff starts hitting the fan at times, the most important thing is having a place to stay and to salud.
yeah,
You know, that's the main thing.
yeah,
It's tough out there sometimes, man. People have it rough. You know, it's kind of also with luck. I've noticed that. You know, you have to be a little bit lucky in life to have all those combos: work,
yeah,
salud, and also
yeah,
has a places to live. You know,
yeah.
end of
It's
the
true.
day. But are y'all planning on participating on the San Antonio Marathon?
So they've reached out to me a couple of times. I've had a spokesperson come to one of the run clubs and kind of give out just some information, promote the marathon. I'm thinking about doing it. I want to say I'm thinking about it, but I just need to say I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna do the full marathon. I know my best friend is. But I think I'm just gonna start with the half marathon and woo, I need to start training for it already.
I wish I give y'all credit because you're not gonna see my ass out there.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. Maybe giving out waters.
not even that.
Marketing, marketing.
It'd be too cold, man.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Remember, sometimes it could still be hot.
Yeah.
December.
It was hot on Christmas. I think
Yeah,
like 80 degrees.
something like that, right?
80, yeah, I think it was like 80 degrees on
It was
Christmas.
something like that. It was crazy, man. But I feel like.
And I was wearing a Speedo.
But where do you see this run club going in the next 5 or 10 years? You think?
In the next 5 or 10 years, I really hope that it's expanded, not just in San Antonio, but in other places around Texas.
Mhm.
Um, Not that I don't see myself being in San Antonio in the next 5 to 10 years, but I want to venture out. I want to explore. I love traveling. The traveling that I've done so far, it's really made me want to live somewhere differently. And if I could go somewhere differently and expand on that, I would love to. Because at the end of the day, I'm really all about community. I love giving back. I love being a part of a community. So if I can create my own little community anywhere I go, I think that'd be amazing.
To me, Latino, I'm not saying anything. You're kind of like.
Sorry.
No, you talk with your hands. That's
Yeah, I
good.
do.
Because some people are kind of like, yeah, yeah.
No, I can't. I'm like,
That's
I'm,
how like. It's just your personality, right?
yeah,
That's what makes people unique at times, you know.
yeah.
But what is the main thing that you see, like, building connections and like, for example, you want to explore different cities, right?
Mhm.
What type of cities you see yourself going to at times? Maybe New York, L.A., Miami, Chicago.
I see myself in California. Maybe it's because my boyfriend's over there right now, but I've been to California, I would say enough times to be like, okay, I can see myself out here. Like I really like it. It's beautiful. It's a little bit dirty in some
What
places.
part? What part is it kind of?
I've been to Anaheim, like near Anaheim. Well, I've been to LA. I've been near Anaheim. I've been closer to like Chino Hills. I've kind of been like around.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, regardless, it's beautiful. You don't see mountains over here. Everything's flat. You don't see the greenery that they have over there. It's beautiful weather all the time. It's not stupid hot. You're not like sweating. You don't have swamp ass by the time you walk outside. Like it's beautiful out there. Um and just all the diversity. I even before traveling, I never realized yes, San Antonio is diverse, but nothing compared to what New York, California is. Like there's just so many different types of people and it's just crazy how everyone's just all together. They're just all in one place.
That's what I got out of because I've been to California and stuff, but the most fascinating spot, or what as I said mentioned earlier, Mexico City. It was crazy because you go there, you see all the types of people, you go to the high building, and then you see the city, right? You see the whole surroundings, and you look up, and I looked up how many people live in that city, right? 20 to 30 million people.
No
I
way.
swear. And I was like, okay. And I looked up how many people live in Texas in general,
God.
about the same
But in Texas.
in Texas.
Wow.
And there's that many people living in that city.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Like, and then you see all the cars, the motorcycles, the
Mhm.
buses, the people just all over the place. It's just like ants. Just kind of like, how do these people survive here? Like, there's how do they find jobs? How like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's also fascinating to see how like our civilization has gone to this advancement of how everybody can still maintain, you know,
Peace.
peace.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's crazy. But as I say, we all have to get along. If we all get along in the same page, everything's fine
Yeah.
for sure. But California would be a good idea though. I like San Diego better, in my opinion.
I've never been. I still have never been to San Diego. I've never been to San Francisco. Where else? What are the other big cities in California?
There's LA, San Francisco, you got Lake Tahoe, you got Sacramento, you got
Never been.
I really like if you ever do go back again, I recommend you go to the national parks.
That's my next goal. I
Yosemite,
want to go. Where is that at?
it's over there going by Fresno, I believe.
Okay.
For like maybe 3 or 4 hours, I think.
Yeah.
But it's a nice little drive. You see the lakes, you see the mountains.
I want to go to the national parks. I really love being out in nature. Like when I was in Korea, we went on different hikes and just seeing all the greenery and all the different types of greenery. It's just like, oh my God. And like you said, we had hiked a mountain. I think it's like one of the highest peaks out there in Seoul. Once we got up there, I was like, oh my God, like I cried just from, I don't know, I'm a crybaby, but it was just so beautiful seeing everything. And just like you said, how do these people live? How is everyone just all in one city? Like it's insane.
It's fascinating,
It's fascinating. Yeah.
You see everybody, like, we're not that much different as you think,
Yeah.
But like, what do Korean people actually think about the people in North Korea? Or people don't really talk about it?
I never heard anything about it.
Really?
Yeah, I never heard anything about it. I didn't ask because I didn't want to obviously step on anyone's toes. But the friends that I did make over there, yeah, it was just it wasn't something that was talked about.
No politics, nothing. Just kind of like just straight to the point.
Yeah, not that. Yeah, if they talked about politics, they talked about Trump because
What?
because they knew that I wasn't from there, so they would ask where I was from. Most of the time I would say I was from Mexico because I said both. I was like, "Oh, I'm from Mexico." "Oh, Mexico, we love Mexico." Then I'd say I'm from America. "Ooh,
Like,
where?" And I say Texas, and "Oh, Texas, Texas."
like that meme, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, I always never been to that part of the world yet. But what type of religion is it? Catholic, Christianity? What is it?
Everything I saw from like Buddhism, I saw a lot of Catholic and Christian churches. I didn't
Okay.
think that I was going to, but I saw so many Catholic and Christian churches, but they have temples everywhere. I think it's like Buddhism. I saw a lot of like the Muslim culture out there as well.
Yeah.
I even saw like a synagogue. Like
Okay.
it's everything.
It's culture. Let's just say
Yeah.
it's all culture
I
now.
think in Seoul, it's about 7 to 8 million people living there, if I'm not mistaken, just in Seoul, which is like,
That's the capital, right?
yeah, the capital.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Do they have all these train stations too and everything?
Yes, it's like New York. It's like New York, way cleaner and way more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful.
So the main thing is, what I'm kind of curious now is that you say you're going to marketing, right?
Yeah.
So out of this experience so far, what have you learned that you can implement to the marketing in the future in your career?
Well, before that, before starting the Run Club, I started I was already doing the Run Club when I started this marketing internship, and that's when I learned a lot of like, I guess you can say, like how you said,
The back end of it?
the back end of it.
Mhm.
And it really helped me with the Run Club as far as like marketing, pushing myself out there, what I need to do in order to not necessarily get more views, but just get more attention, like get more people's attention, get more people talking about it. And just marketing myself in general. Like I said, I've always been extroverted, but I was always scared to kind of put myself out there, and doing this has just really put myself out there. And I see it as like, okay, I'm just promoting the Run Club, and promoting the Run Club is also promoting myself. If I can put put my foot in the door in something, then I'm gonna open the door all the way and go all in.
It's always hard to break that ice first, talking in front of the camera at times.
Yeah, it is. Especially when it's like during the internship, it was obviously we had to follow like some type of script. We had to do some type of script,
Oh,
follow. Yeah, so I was a part of a internship that dealt with we went to different establishments around in and around San Antonio, basically helping them with marketing their business, whether it was like food, local hotel, boutiques,
okay.
stores, stuff like that. So obviously you want to talk good. You want to say something good about the
That location or
the location. Yeah, you want to be able to get people to come here. You want to say something that's gonna be funny, but also like not offensive, and also
not cringe.
yeah.
It's not too cringe, not too that.
And you don't want it to seem too fake, but not too like I don't know. It was just
Do you feel like the marketing, like you say you're going to go for your school for it?
mhm.
What you feel like these marketing schools are kind of outdated already, or you feel like they teach you a little bit of just like human behavior and stuff?
A little bit of both, but I also think like I'm looking at the classes that I'm going to be taking. Social media marketing is one of them. Never thought I would take a social media marketing class, or that would even be important, because I grew up with social media. So it's like, what do you mean we study this? But no, like you actually have to study it. You have to look at the analytics. You have to look at everything else that goes behind it, because there's a system to how people can maintain a career on social media, or how yeah, just companies can maintain, what is it, like their viralness, I guess you can say.
And keep it consistent of like just being in front of the people's eyes.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what trend it is or whatever topic it is, they're gonna do it so they can. Because remember, social media is a game. At the end
Yeah,
of the day,
for sure.
you have to play the game right. Even though, like the best example it is like Duolingo. Have you ever seen their platform? Duolingo, the language learner. So it's a bird that teaches people how to speak different languages, right? But their social media strategy is so unique and different, and they have their own personality with like a mascot strategy as well. So it's kind of like that's smart. They have a mascot. They can use that mascot with several trends and stuff like that. It's just fascinating how like they put everything together little by little.
Yeah.
And also just builds awareness and also attract the younger generation,
Yeah.
to their platform, because they don't really talk about languages and stuff in their platform at all. So it's kind of just like just going BSing trends and just going with the vibe.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. Whoever thought that like the Instagram that we used to just
Scroll, man, I would post some dumb stuff on it. To be honest, rate, date, like, so I'd be posting some dumb
great
stuff.
day like, remember that?
No,
Oh crap, that was cringe, dude. Oh my
Add
god.
me on Kick.
Okay, what happened to Kick?
I don't know.
It's tried.
Some weird people on Kick.
I don't know. It's probably disappeared. They got bought out or something.
I don't know. They probably did. Yeah.
Because like a lot of people got bought out. Like Vine got bought out. Well, they do have it still, but I don't think Elon Musk is gonna bring in that anytime soon. Because TikTok's a totally different ballgame right now.
Oh, yeah, I know. I heard supposedly that the US was going to ban TikTok. I don't know. They've been saying that, but
I think it's
it's
just
out there.
I don't know, man. I think it's just a bunch of distractions for nothing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's kind of like
That's true.
just do it already, you know?
There's more serious shit going on right now than, yeah.
Than just Vines and whatever
Yeah.
TikTok and stuff. But at the end of the day, who cares? We can only do so much at the end of the day,
Yeah.
But also, let's gonna end this with a nice, clear message.
Yeah.
What can you say to someone who wants to go to a run club but's really nervous to start or even participate?
Just show up.
Mm-hmm.
Just come. Just bring yourself. If you want to bring a friend so you don't feel as nervous, just come. You don't have to run. I always tell people online, in person, you don't have to run. You can skip, hop, walk, dance, whatever you want to do that makes you feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You can bring a scooter for all I care. Like, it just come. Like, really, you won't know if you'll like it unless you come.
Mm-hmm.
Because who knows, maybe you like it and you meet a friend from it, and then that motivates you to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you come and you don't like it and you like going to another run club. That's fine too, but hey, at least you tried it. I always say just show up for yourself. Like, show up for yourself, do something for yourself, because at the end of the day, whether you're walking, running, it's healthy, you're getting out there, you're getting active, and it's good for you.
When you least expect it too, you make really great connections.
Exactly. Yeah.
When you ever go out somewhere, last minute you're like, I don't want to go, and then you go and you have like the best night of your life.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how it works sometimes,
Yep.
Just go out there, talk to people, just break the ice,
Yeah. And even if you're scared to talk to people, I'll talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
I will make sure that I talk to, whether it's me, my friends, we will talk to you, whether it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or we're with you the whole time. Like I've had runs where I see someone at the very end of at the very back of the group. And usually I like to stick to the back just to make sure everyone's kind of safe, going. And I'll just end up walking or I'll run with them the rest of the time, or we'll kind of push each other and be like, okay, we'll run to here and then we'll stop and then we'll just talk. And we just talk for the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So you never really know.
Small talk can make a big difference in someone's day, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Gabby, thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for having me.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. That's it. Papitas. Papitas done by